Okay, so the clutch on this bike I know is worn from when I rebuilt it. It was heavily grooved on the clutch basket, as mentioned in the comments as well. The only clutch that I could find was this Barnett unit here, and we're going to install that today. So I did get a new locking ring washer, whatever you want to call it, from Honda here, because I knew I'll need that. And here is our new clutch basket. Apparently we have to push out the drive sprocket from the old one inside here, and then the outer ring on the outside, we'll have to put that in as well, Loctite, and then peen these as well. So let's get on it. I'm going to see if I can do it without removing the rear brake lever. Before I started this, I did take a toothbrush and wipe all the dirt off around the perimeter. And these are 8-mil bolts. We'll do them in a crisscross pattern just for even tension. I do have a drip pan underneath because I didn't drain the oil. We'll drain that after, not a big deal. Now what we'll do is we'll undo these 5 bolts here. This is a 10 mil. Now we can pull this out. It's going to give us the whole assembly here, and that's okay. As we're going to pull this out, I am going to push my brake lever down. And there we go. Come on. There we go. So as you can see, lots of grooving, lots of grooving. So, okay, so here we have our clutch holding tool, and we don't have a lot of pressure on it, just enough to hold really. And we will undo this. Oh, sorry, before we do that, the whole reason we got that new retainer was because of the, oops, right inside here. I don't know if you can see that. Right in there is our lock nut, so we'll have to undo that first. And we'll put a new one in because we have it. So Honda recommends replacing that. It was a couple dollars. And we will. I think when I originally redid the engine, I didn't because I didn't have one. And this should come out. I think there's a thrust washer underneath here. Yep. Looks to be in pretty good condition. So here you can see all the grooving and sawtooth. It's actually quite a bit. So there's a bearing right here in the back. Just got to push that out from the inside. Just a needle bearing. That goes on the shaft there. There's actually 2 sets of roller bearings on there. So what we'll have to do is drill each of these rivets out so we can get our ring gear out. And there'll also be washers in behind here for vibration and whatnot. And then we'll have to push this out, put that in the press. Looks like it's just this whole inside gear, so we'll have to put that out in the press as well. What we'll do now is go put this in the drill press. We'll drill the rivets, and then we'll go push that out in the hydraulic press. So for this, I used the 19/64 bit. It just looked like it would fit nice. We just have it as the drill press here. And that's getting hands in the way. They have a little triangle on them already. That was really easy. So each of those are off. We should just be able to pop this plate out and pull our gear out. So this should just pop up. The big rubbers are to the right as it goes around in the pattern. We'll need to move those over to our new one as well. So now we'll take our ring gear off. Look at that, it comes complete with the rubbers. There's our new one. This is just a 3mm Allen key. We'll do our bolts here. Right, so there's that off. So now we'll put this on just how it was. So I'm just pushing these rubbers down in here. And then we would put our plate back on. And what I'll do for now is just put 2 screws in, I think, to hold it. So what we'll do here is we'll put this into the press. We'll probably use a socket and push the inside of this, but make sure we don't get into these teeth. Alright, hopefully you can see that. So steady the camera. We'll come down with our press. Watch underneath here. So there's the original basket pushed out. The back side. There's our driven gear. There's also this washer on the back side. You can see it has 2 little indents to lock it in. So give this a clean, then we'll push it into the new one. So what we'll do here, we'll use that to support the bottom of the clutch basket. So we're not directly impacting the fingers or flexing anything. Okay, so we're engaged. See if we're going in. There we go. Now it's lined up and it goes. Again, you could probably just do this in a vise. No deflection coming around any of this because this is free floating. It's all supported by that socket underneath. And we bottomed out. We'll release. There we go. So we have our washer in. Everything's pushed in. So here we have our red Loctite on. You can kind of see it on the screws. It's shiny. It says to tighten these down 6 to 8 foot-pounds. I don't have a small enough Allen key adapter to my torque wrench, so I'll hand tighten these. So we'll kind of crisscross these just to get everything lined up to the countersink. Okay, so now I'm going to torque these by feel. I'm basically getting them good and tight without cranking on them too much. Basically, once it's bottoming out, I can feel it. I just give it a little extra, and I'm pretty confident in that. So just go around and check everything that it is torqued. There we go. Next thing we'll do is peen them. So now what we'll do is we'll peen the bottom of these. You can kind of see the peening in there. And the other thing this clutch has is stainless sleeves. So our clutch discs should slide really well. There's our back side, all in there. So these little pieces just go on those two little tabs there. Now I'll torque this to 49 foot-pounds. There we go. Now the first one's the flat one. This next one goes in, and I don't know if you can kind of see it, it's tapered in. So the top of this is pointed in. That goes into the engine. And we just rebuild it like so. Just put everything back together. And I'm just pulling this off my pile the same way I pulled it out. So it's all going back in exactly the same. So we want to bend these plates down a tray. Now we torque these to 9 foot-pounds. We'll go put our cover back on. And these get tightened to 7 foot-pounds. There, so that's all done. We didn't have to remove the brake pedal. We'll finish draining and we'll fill our clutch.